Hey guys, so today we'll do an Reliquary Flame hard mode, and I'm gonna do this as the Barbarian. And I'm gonna show you which things are needed when you can do this dungeon as a rogue. So this dungeon, the main thing that any class have to do in this place is for the rogues. You have to have the AA perk finely honed. So I'm gonna show you now when you're gonna use it, and you're gonna see it in use. So this is gonna be like a walkthrough of what you need to know when you're gonna do this thing. But as said in a previous video with the walkthrough in this is just the first phase. There are some ads coming up that are very easy, but now it's gonna be a bit harder one. One thing that is great with this is for tanks to move the ads together like they're doing right now, it seems. So if you're playing a DPS, try not to hit these ads too much, because the tanks most likely gonna try to move them together so we can all DPS them down easier. So now there will be one more ad, and that ad is gonna drop the thing, the oil, which you're gonna put on the flame, and that's the thing that will activate the hard mode. And after that, that's when it's gonna start for the rogues to do their things with the finely honed. So if you would not remove this burning skin that is casted by the boss, the whole team will get damaged and they will be killed if the boss ain't kited. So here are the oil inside. I'm gonna pick it up. You can let the tanks pick it up if they want to. So now we're starting hard mode, and I'm just gonna go into hide and let the tanks be visible. If you are a tank in this, make sure that you don't go into hide because everyone else is doing it. I have experienced it. I did it yesterday. The thing that will happen then is that the boss will disappear. So now it's spawning, checking burning skin. When it's done casting, just use finely honed. Make sure to not use it before that, because if you do use it before that, the boss will soon after cast another burning skin, and that is not good. So if you are two rogues, that shouldn't be a problem as long as you guys can communicate between each other. I'm just gonna switch to my frenzy stance, or actually reverse. Frenzy is the tank one. But it is, like I said, very important. Cast the finely honed after he have casted his burning skin, else you might get in trouble. And the thing is that soon is gonna cast a burning skin again. How do I know that? It's because my cooldown of finely honed is getting ready again. So the cooldown of finely honed and the burning skin cast frequency is about the same. The thing that can screw it up a bit is that if you're killing this in a kind of bad timing, like you see now, every 25% the boss will be casting Fear Its Tongue towards something. I don't know how that's set actually, but like now, when we're gonna go and get a sand, so we'd actually need to get 6 sands and then place it on a fire here. So the time that this can go bad with the finely honed, it is when your cooldown is off right now. So sometimes you might be off cooldown after the fire on the floor. And if you're wondering why I don't see this burning skin, like it's a burning particle effects around the boss, it's because currently I have my particle effects off. If you're gonna do this, you actually should have your particles on, but since I've done a different thing before, I have mine turned it off because some bosses at some places might create a lot of lag. So now we're just waiting for our other tank to grab the aggro. Yeah, he did there. So that's very important for the part of the tanks to actually swap aggro. So now it's casting another burning skin, have a bit of cooldown here. Then we remove the burning skin here. But it isn't any problem. If he would be casting burning skin, and is it like, let's say it's like 2 seconds after that your cooldown is ready, it shouldn't really be much of a problem. But now I see I have a 25 seconds cooldown on my finely honed. So now it's gonna be another run to the pillars because it's 25% again. He's actually staying for some reason. This is really weird. I don't know why he's staying. He should actually be going up, keeping this. So now it's casting another burning skin. So this is some kind of bug going on here. I don't know what is going on. Okay, so we're just gonna redo this one. It was some kind of bug. Normally this boss would be running at every 25%, you'll be running up to the pillars because he's gonna cast the Fury on the floor. But for some reason he didn't do that now, he stayed. And he should not be staying. I don't know why he did that, but it bugged out and we got killed. So we're just gonna go in and do another try. Now we're just gonna check if we have enough of these scrolls here. If we don't have enough scrolls, we have to get some more scrolls. So now we're just gonna get our rest stone, so we will be dealing the damage that we should be dealing. Because if you have too many of these stones lying on the ground, you will deal less damage and you will get hit more. So it's very important as a tank as well, because it's reducing your mitigation. That means that you will strike for a lot more damage. But it seems like we should have all of these scrolls here. And keep in mind, if you're totally new to this and have never... What is going on? Okay. They are actually outside and killing one of these scroll things. They did it probably because they thought that we didn't have all the scrolls that we needed. So we're just gonna try to bring this down, even though he should have been... I think this guy... No, it's actually Beer Shaman. So we have to try and keep him crowd controlled. Because if we doesn't do, we're gonna get killed. And I'm gonna show my ability here. So he should start to attack him instead. I don't have any health potion. But I'm gonna try to hit him a bit, so maybe I can get back the aggro. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to kill this guy. It's gonna be very, very close. So we're getting ready for another run here. I just got a bit messed up. The best thing when we're playing this game is definitely to have some kind of TeamSpeak or Ventrilo or anything. So you can communicate. You can communicate through typing, but it is not as good. So how many are we here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing one guy. He should be arriving soon, I guess. I think it's outside, probably the Beer Shaman that died before. Just waiting for him. He may be crashed. Sometimes in this game you get some really odd crashes, and sometimes you get this like it happened for us, is really weird, like bugs going on. Like every 25%, is like I said before, the boss is gonna cast this thing on the ground and you have to run up to the pillar. I'm actually gonna add the particles so you can actually see how the burning skin looks, so you know how it's gonna look when you're playing this dungeon if you have never done it before. So we're just coming now. So I'm just gonna check if everybody's ready, and then I'm gonna use my flint to start the hard mode again. And keep in mind when you're doing this, try to always have your food up so you will have more health and more stamina. Okay, so I think we're starting this now. Is my flint gone? Okay, so he's starting it instead. Thank you, Armagon. Because when you're using a flint, sometimes, or maybe it's even every time that you use it, it actually disappears. But one thing that I haven't said about this is, it is important that none of these NPCs actually reach this flame here. If any of them actually reach that flame, they will put out the fire, and the boss won't spawning. And it's now that it's mostly important, because these ads are a bit tougher, but you can do some knockbacks and stuff on these guys. This is very useful. Like the last one, it's really useful, because he's gonna try to go to the flame at the end of it, and you gotta stop him so he won't be reaching it. But he should arrive soon. But they are really easy. As long as you're not an DPS getting aggro, there's no like risk at all that you're gonna die. Even if you are a DPS like I am right now, I can still survive for a time, like you saw before when me and the Bear Shaman was actually fighting one of those alone from the outside. So now we're just gonna wait for the boss to spawn again using the oil, just like before. And hopefully this time he's not gonna bug out, and this time he will also be seeing how the burning skin looks. You might not be seeing it at the first one, because I'm gonna remove it the instant it will come up, so. But I think that you could wait 1 second if you want after he's done casting the burning skin, and make sure you don't use it like now, because he have actually not casted any burning skin. Just waiting for it, cast, and burning skin is removed. And this, like I said, is one of the most important things. The second most important thing definitely is for the tanks to be able to switch aggro, because this boss is gonna hit very hard. So if you're a tank who doesn't have too great gear, you probably should not be tanking this as the main tank. I have my Dark Templar, I tanked this before, so for him it's no problem. And actually he has some of this blue gear. Like one guy, he made an kind of like tutorial for the Dark Templars, like great gear to have and such. Now I'm gonna remove again with Finely Honed, but he made a great guide with his blue steel hammer, which is a really great hammer if you want to play a Dark Templar and starting out and you're not having the Ibis weapon. It is very good to keep that one, to keep going. Because keep in mind, as a Dark Templar, you're gonna need a lot of crit, because you want to be able to deal your crit because of the Void of Madness, the AA perk that you can have as the Dark Templar. But you see here, keep in mind with this boss hits really hard. I don't know why he's attacking me right now though. I don't have any. I was casting Burning Skin again, so that was removed. Let's hope that I won't be dying now, because I'm pretty low in health, and this guy at time he actually cast some of these spells here. Like you saw there, it actually damaged me too. Even though I'm not the tank, it will be hitting me at some time, so. But I actually don't know why he did aggro me. It might be that someone actually didn't put their sand on the flame. But not too far away from now there should be another of these burning skins. Here it comes. And I'm a bit of cool on this one. So you see, the health is running down. But I'm using it now, so if it stays up for too long, it's gonna hurt really bad. But the 2% left, and we're gonna run to the pillars again, as long as this guy is not gonna bug out. I still kinda wonder why he did bug out. But that's this dungeon, it's a really fast dungeon, so as long as these bugs don't appear randomly, this one is really fast to do. And I would say it's pretty easy as well. Just for rogues to kinda do their Finely Honed, for the tanks to be able to swap some aggro, for the healers to do the job that they should be doing. So now he got some aggro on some guy and actually killed him, and that was our Bear Shaman. But I think that we have one more, no? Yeah, he's up again. He was the Bear Shaman, so that is our only healer here, because we chose to get one of those mages, which was a necromancer. So we're only having this with one Bear Shaman, so he's keeping the whole group alive. So I'm gonna use that, and he should stop attacking me now, I think. That did hurt quite a bit. Now it should be another burning skin very soon. There it comes. As you can see, come on, yeah, we got it. But I might be kinda careful, like you saw before I got some aggro, so even though you're playing as a DPS, keep in mind to not get too much aggro. I'm kinda surprised that I did get aggro there, because I felt like I didn't do too much of the DPS, but it might be that the conch was actually... he was actually like focusing on healing up this Bear Shaman that died before, actually to get him up with his res ability. And conchs are really great class. I think that most players actually have one of those conchs, because It is an awesome class. They can actually rest both in combat, out of combat, and they can tank, and they are really good, and they're a lot of fun to play. Let's hope that I don't die now. Though I'm not really super important. So remove the burning skin. Damn, I died. Okay, so now we're just gonna let our other guys keep going. So let's just hope that our other rogue is gonna use his finely honed. Since I'm dead, he have to use his finely honed so we can get the boss killed. Kinda sucks to lie here dead. I mean, I wanna be up and fight this boss here, but it's not gonna be any more of these pillar runs. So as long as it's gonna remove the with finely honed the burning skin, it shouldn't be any problem. And it shouldn't be any problem at all, because he shouldn't have that on cooldown at all. So let's see what's gonna happen now if people can drop. No, he used it, so that's great. So just 10% health. And one thing also, when you're doing this dungeon, let's say you die like I do. Sometimes people are in combat and they can't rest you after this boss is dead. It's just 5% left, so I think we did a pretty great job. And by the way, this is a fully packed group. One of the guy in this video though, Vico, me and him made this group here. So he's actually one of my viewers, and he seemed to be a really great guy. Actually swapped to his tank so we could get going. So now I was gonna wait for getting one of the rests, but as I said, it might be in combat. So I guess they're gonna go and destroy the big chest here. So we're just gonna wait for them to slay that chest, and it might be opening too, because I should be able to actually roll through things while I'm dead too. Sometimes though, this chest can bug out and all kinds of things. Like sometimes you have to change the loot rules, so I gotta rest here. So I'm just gonna go and open this one and see what's inside. And it wasn't medium armor, so I'm gonna greed on that one. So you might be wondering, why do I greed on that one? Like I would say, and I would think most people would say, you can greed on this epic gear even though they are not for your class. And the reason is because if you have them as your own class, you should be greeding it as well. And the reason is because they are rewarding a lot of silver. And everybody in this game need to have some gold to buy things. So now we're gonna do Vortex Storm hard mode as well. So let's get going there. But this one is really easy for a rogue. It's not much at all that you have to do anything like that. And now I'm just whacking down these scroll cases here to get some Warmonk scrolls. Because I want to have them and be prepared for the next run when I'm gonna do this Reliquary of Flame. And I often do this hosting of these groups, and the reason I do it because if you're gonna do a group on your own, that's gonna be a lot faster than going and searching for a group. I know everybody don't really like to do the leading, but right now it's not much really needing, because I'm requiring the AA perks, I'm requiring XP, so everybody who is here should have the XP to do this. So Vico is gonna tank the boss here. The conch, he's gonna be kiting the ads. And I'm gonna be smashing down this boss. There will be tornadoes and everything going. So let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're starting. So Armagon will be kiting around here against the stairs here. I actually have a video, so if you guys want to watch a video with me kiting the ads, go check it out. This is one thing that you have to be careful about if you're playing a DPS. Make sure to not stand that blue one. Sometimes it can be useful. Let's say the tank would get teleported up. Sometimes it can actually be useful to go inside that blue thing. And what happens when you go into that blue thing is that you're gonna be teleported up there. And when you do get teleported up there, you will actually lose all the aggro you had. So as a tank, that's really bad, but as long as you use your resolve, you will remove the spell that the boss is casting, which is named Lighter Than Air. So as long as you remove it, the tank shouldn't get teleported up, even if the tank is standing right inside this blue, I think it's called Cyclone. So now it's casting Lighter Than Air, and he's just gonna remove it with resolve. And the thing is, even though, let's say, you can't stand here for too long, you maybe need more heals, you're going down, then just go and kite around. Go around once and do some kiting and regain some health. You will, if you go like one turn around this whole thing, all these stairs, you're probably gonna regenerate all the health that you have lost during the way. But this is one of, I would say, the only like annoying things when you're doing this eruption, when you're getting knocked back. That's pretty annoying, I would say, but oh, that was a nice crit here. By the way, I also got some new gears on this Barbarian here. I actually got 3 new weapons, so I got a 1 tier 1 one-handed axe, 1 tier 2 one-handed axe, and also got the tier, I think it's tier 1. Yeah, tier 1 axe. And I was actually gonna win an tier 2 axe yesterday, but it got ninja looted by an hawk, so no, there are all kinds of smart guys on the servers at times, but it was a pug one, so what do you expect? I'm gonna try to... Yeah, I got out. Sometimes I would say it's a lot easier actually if getting stuck in this blue thing. Do a double tap and you will be tapping out of it. It's mostly faster than trying to get out normally, because you're getting slowed inside that one. But I would say it's going pretty good. The tanks is pretty low, but he's keeping himself alive very good, I would say, even at the low health. Now it might hurt very much. Just gonna see if it's possible for him to do the rest of the tank. And if it is possible, I'm gonna try to get into that blue thing. So I guess this might... It's probably... Oh my god, it's hitting very much. I might be able to actually kite away these guys. 18%. So if they actually keep hitting now, we might actually be able to get him. So you actually only need to get down 6 more percentages. It is a really weird way to do this. But you see, I'm actually kiting with the boss as a Barbarian. And these ads are chasing me, while other ones are actually hitting the boss. So it's going pretty good. Only 3% left. You see, I'm not really getting hurt anything. So I'm just gonna go... Oh. Okay, I gotta be careful now. Careful from these tornadoes. Damn, they're hitting me a lot now. I got knocked back. Okay, it's going good. Yeah, we actually finished it. Awesome. So that was a pretty strange one, wasn't it? No tanks. So actually shouldn't have hit that boss while they are resting. So he actually might be combat now because I didn't hit that one. I'm gonna try to actually run away a bit from the box and we might not be in combat. Yeah, so now it's doing another res. So that was pretty weird, wasn't it? So now we're just gonna rest this box here. Not rest it, we're gonna kill it, damn it. But you know, sometimes it goes like really strange like this. But you know, we finished. I did the kiting and I had both the adders on me for some reason. And the boss as well. Just gonna wait for Vico to get a rest here. But so, it was about, I think it was 10% when I started kiting. And it still worked because we have a one ranger and we have one of these necros, so it was doing pretty good. Let's hope that the box won't be bugging. Sometimes it seems like it bugs when you're doing the rest. Oh, I got this weird like loot bug, you know? You're looting and it starts to lag very, very much. I'm gonna read this one as well. But guys, thank you for watching this Reliquary of Flame and Vortex of Storm hard mode with the Banzo as the Barbarian. I hope you had fun watching this and hope that you maybe learned some about how to do this hard mode. I did cover some of the tanking and some of the healing, but mainly this was to show the rogues part about these 2 dungeons. So guys, thank you for watching and leave a like if you liked this video and subscribe for future videos with Conan. Until next time guys, have a great day, take care, cheers, goodbye, take care.